after watching the video on how to go through a job interview, I'm gonna tell you exactly what the owners are looking for, because it's exactly what I'm looking for. And I've been at a couple different places. For 10 years I was operations manager. I've hired hundreds of people, and I know exactly what it is a business owner wants to hear. So after you watch the videos, not only will you know what tools you need, you'll know which certification you have to get. You just go there. It's a one-day test. It's like 60 bucks. You take it. You're EPA certified. You can handle refrigerants. We'll go through all that. You'll know how to do the cleanings. You'll know how to take all the measurements for refrigerants. You'll know how to use your electrical meters. You'll know all that. But the key thing is other people know that, but if you go in with confidence in knowing that, and then on top of it you say, and also I know what it takes to run a business. I mean, I have an idea, and my goal is not to be an expense to this company by just going out and trying to do a good job, which is important, but what I want as a business owner is somebody who's going to upsell, somebody who's going to constantly offer add-ons that make the system run more efficient, things that'll save them electricity, things that'll make their indoor air quality better. There's so many units out there that are 8 to 10 years old. Their efficiencies are half what they could be if they put a new unit in. We can get them financed, and their monthly payment will be less than their electric bill, and their system will be basically free. So there's all these things that we're going to go over that when you're armed with that knowledge and you sit down in front of an employer and you say, hey, I want to be your maintenance man, and I know the whole other side of the game. I know when I'm there to make money. I'm fair to the customer, I'm fair to the company, and we're all in this business to make money. And that guy is going to see dollar signs in his eyes, and his ears are going to perk open, and he's going to put you at the top of the list. All right? That's why you need these videos. Don't waste your money on trade schools. They're worthless. For 1 month, at a fraction of the cost, believe me, a fraction of the cost, you're going to be able to get a job. 2 years and $20,000 later at a technical school, there's no guarantee you're going to get a job, and you're probably not going to. Believe me, I don't hire guys from technical schools. I also don't hire those guys that do the online correspondence courses or mail-by-order correspondence courses. Those are garbage. And none of the other courses teach what I'm teaching. They all teach all the service side of it. Well, it takes a year or two of constant daily service work to become a good service technician. So what your goal is you want to get in there, get your foot in the door, get a job, start getting a paycheck, get your hands on equipment that works, watch the rest of our video series, and you can start learning all the service side of it, and you can learn why you're on the job and getting paid for it. It's the only way to go, and I'm the only one, as far as I know, that's doing it that way. My class was a huge success when I did it. It took a lot out of me because I was teaching 3 nights a week. So believe me, when Mila came to me and said, "Hey, let's do this," I'm still negotiating a deal as far as profits go. But you know how divorces are when your wife gets half of everything. So this is a benefit to everybody. She's going to make some money. I'm going to make some money. You guys are going to make a ton of money. You're going to get a job. You're going to be able to get a new career. You're going to be armed with the knowledge you need to go in and sit down in that interview and get that job. Believe me, you will. And I guarantee it. If you go on your job, if you can't get a job after a month, I'll give you your money back. No questions asked. Okay? So basically, that's it in a nutshell. I want you to think about this. If you've already bought the series, it's time to go on to video 2. If you haven't bought the series, it's time to think about seriously getting this series. Our next video is going to be on air conditioning equipment, how to clean air conditioners. We're getting ready to roll as I film this into the spring, and so I figured that's where I would start. And we're actually going to put our hands or our cameras on actual equipment, not in a lab somewhere, not mock-ups, actual equipment that's in people's houses. We're going to actually see the guys get dirty, have them take the covers off, show you how to clean the thing from top to bottom. We're going to show you how to sell, how to upsell, how to replace parts, how to do add-ons, all that stuff. And video 2 is going to have a lot of theory in it, a lot of air conditioning theory, because you're going to have to put your gauges on. You're going to have to know how to get that Freon just right. So we're going to go over the history of refrigeration, air conditioning, kind of get your head in the game where it needs to be. Nothing that I give you is a waste of time, though. Nothing. You got to know exactly how Freon works in order to get the system charged correctly. So it's important that you get this theory and we get this education on refrigerants and Freons. So that's video 2. Video 3 is really in-depth cleanings. Video 4 is parts replacements, parts that go bad constantly on these air conditioning units that you as a maintenance guy can look at, and you can determine if they're getting ready to go bad. And what your goal is not only to get a job, you want to get a job, you want to go out, you want to start doing these cleanings, you want customers to start calling in and saying what a great job you did and what a great guy you were and the money they're saving on their electric bills. But what you want to do is you want to start developing a track record of finding parts that are failing. And a lot of companies will have the service techs go out and replace them. What you want to do is say, hey, I know how to do this. You come in there after a couple months and you sit down and you say, look, I told you I knew what the game was. I'm playing it. I've turned over a lot of stuff. I'd like to benefit from some of that. All right? And this is the way it's exactly the way I have it set up at my office, is these guys, they get 10% of whatever they sell while they're there. They get to actually offer better pricing than the service guys do because they're there and it's not an actual needed part at the moment. But if a customer thinks, okay, well, this part can go bad in the hottest time of the year and I'm going to have to pay another service call and I'm going to have to pay money on top of that for the repair, I might as well go ahead and do it now. A lot of them do. Now these guys are trained to know that, and they can go and they replace these parts, collect the cash, I give them 10% of it. They also look for old equipment and they turn it over to our comfort consultant or salesman, and he goes out and if he sells it, they get 2% of that. These are deals you need to negotiate with your owner. And believe me, he'll be willing to negotiate because there is an extreme shortage of service techs and maintenance men in this business. I don't know what it is. It's horrible, horrible, horrible to try to find quality guys. That's why I have that training program where I just go and handpick them right off the streets, right out of high school, and teach them the way to do it right from the beginning and get them in there. So if you've been laid off, first, I'm sorry, this economy sucks. Believe me, I know it. If you're looking for a job change, if that's why you're watching this video, if you're a recent graduate or separating military, these videos are for you. That's what it's designed for you to be able to sit down at home at night, watch an hour or two of these videos, get your hands on the equipment. Everybody has heating and air equipment. Your neighbors do, your parents do, your friends do, you do. So you'll be able to go, and if you tell them, hey, I want to come in and service your system, I want to clean it up for you, you can't mess anything up if you watch the videos correctly. And if you do, write me an email. I'll tell you how to fix it. But anyway, get your hands on it, get a little experience. So when you walk in and you sit down with the business owner, you're not saying that you've done it because you have. If you get 5 or 6 clean-ins under your belt from friends, it's piece of cake. You just hop in the van, you go to the customer's call, you clean their system, and it's a piece of cake. It really is. And it's a great job. It pays well, and like I said, you can get great commission on it. All right, so that in a nutshell is where we're at. I hope I covered enough. Sorry for the cold. I got a little bit. And like I said, I'm not a public speaker or a professional here, but I do know this business inside and out. I've run a huge heat and air company. I ran every department there. I've successfully run my own business for 7 years, and I'm not getting out of it anytime soon. I've taught at the technical school level. I've taught my own school at night, so I know what I'm doing. And once I get on a roll, I think you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy the process. There's a lot of neat stuff, behind the story, I guess, of it. About refrigeration and different things that you would never known if you don't take this serious. So I try to keep it interesting, try to keep it light, and the main thing is about money. You need to make money. You need to make your employer money. So this whole video training, which is not like the technical schools at all, is there's going to be so much money, so much attention paid to monetizing your service to your employer. You've got to go out and you've got to make money. And if you can go out and make money, then you can write your own contract for the guy. The guy's going to keep you. And as long as he's making money, you're making money, everybody's going to be happy, okay? You can take care of your family. And this is a recession-proof business. Yeah, it slows down a little bit, but everybody's got heating and air, and everybody needs it. It's not a business that's going away. All right, so if you bought the video, let's go on to number 2. If you are thinking about the video, I would like you to go back to the sales page, milamadsen.com/learnhvac, and I'd like you to hit that little PayPal button and get your online video series. The price is right there. I'm not going to mention it in the video right now. It's right on the sales page. Sure, you're aware of it, and believe me, it's